As I said before, we're going to start with roll call. So after the order of doing Shaloom Zulfikar, can you please reply with yes if you're here? Shaloom Zulfikar?
Is it McDonald's?
Rana Shadiq?
Yes, sir.
Ahmed Amin here. Nihal Kamal? Muhammad Tabouli is getting through. Sarah Shaddad?
Yes.
Salma Khalifa? Okay. Muhammad Khalid? Reply with yes, please. Jessica Saleh? She left. Rana Mukhtar? Maheen Haidar? Mariam Tag? Dina Matta? Maha Adnan? Aya Sabr? Sarah Kodi? Huda Hamid? Aya Afiji? Rujana Ibrahim? Kamal Ismaili? Nadeed Ismaili? Ahmed Hachab?
Yes.
Iman Arif? Ravi Luis?
Yes.
Nurhan Ali?
Yes.
Yahya Hashim?
Yes.
Muhammad Khalid?
Yes.
أنت مرتين طبعا. رغم النصار؟ زينة درويش؟ بسمة؟ نور الدين؟
Yes.
ندى جمال؟ لميا مصطفى؟ نور؟ نجيب؟
Yes.
Okay. Now those will call on yes. Manchester? ليه يا معلم؟ لا مشكلة. نعمان. أنت عايز تاني نعمان. Okay, we proceed with the speeches.
Nadeed Ismail, please tell the judge why you're trespassing into government facility.
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Mr. President, your honorable members of the court, my name is Faiza Hassan, a housewife and a mother of a 3-year-old son. Before I yield the floor to the witnesses I have, I would like to use this opportunity to outline my case, if you please. On the 27th of January, like any other mother wishing for a better future for her children, I was in Tahrir Square. When I found people attacking the Egyptian museum, I quickly ran to the basement to save all the important papers I know were placed there. 10 minutes later, I was called by a policeman, humiliated and extremely badly treated. Honorable Judge, if someone has to be executed, then eternity isn't me, but the policeman who has degraded me. Honorable Court, if your conscience allows you to penalize a woman for trying to save her country's pride and most important monuments, then I have nothing else to say. Thank you. Ahmed Hashab giving his best man speech at his friend's wedding.
I was honored when Karim asked me to be the best man. I have many fond memories growing up. I have been his partner in crime on many wild occasions, a person to whom he can tell almost anything, which provides me with a lot of things to say today. Although I promised not to say anything about bachelor party yesterday, and that reminds me, Karim, you still owe me a few $100 for the black dance you had last night. Okay. Now, Karim and I have shared almost everything together. We've done many things together, some good, some bad, but we were always there for each other. And I hope we always will be. And although I know he won't be as free as he used to be, I know he's in good hands. I can only hope that when I come over, the food will be as good as it was at Jean's house. Thank you.
Iman Arif, you have trained yourself to protest against chopping down trees and building a new mall. Please tell us about the importance of your garden.
Good evening, fellow creatures of our beloved earth. I've been waiting for you 2 weeks since I've changed my secondary school. I'd like you all to understand that I'm not crazy. I have a normal life, just like you. I'm not here for a personal matter. I'm here for a universal matter. So just open your mind and heart, listen, and bear with me, please. First, you need to understand that without trees, you simply do not exist. As trees maintain the balance on this earth, they give us from oxygen to rain to shade and memorable moments. Most of us have millions of memories under trees and in parks with friends and family. Trees lighten up our senses. They fill our eyes with beautiful scenery. They fill our nose with fresh air and lovely smells, and they fill our mouths with mouth-watering fruits and vegetables. We have all taught our children that if most people do something that's wrong, that doesn't make it a right. We've taught them that if you want something to be changed, you need to change yourself. You need to change your attitude and your values. Finally, how many of you have pets that they love and adore? Did you know that when you cut down trees, you are taking away animals' homes? Please just imagine that there were other creatures on this earth, bigger than us, stronger than us, and have more power than us over this earth. And they misused it to destroy our universe, our homes, and created a worse environment for our children. How would you like that? God gave us the power on this earth, but He also gave us our minds to think as a privilege. As that is, it's also a responsibility. When will we all live in unity with all our creatures and the universe? When will this happen? We need to start now. So please, join me. Thank you.
And now the real person who applied to be in Guinness World Book of Records, Romy Louise.
أيوة يا فيونا. عاش يا فيون.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me the pleasure to share with you today my biggest accomplishment of my life. After years of training and hard work, I have now achieved the goal of being the best in the world. I can do more push-ups than anyone else in 5 minutes. After long and tiring years of training, I can now do 2,000 push-ups in 5 minutes, which is considered superhuman by many people, and at the same time broke the record of the Russian Ivanovich, who did 1,200 push-ups in 5 minutes. Now, it is said that Egyptians are not capable of achieving greatness. But I believe that this is not true. And I repeat, it's not true. Each one of us has greatness embedded in them. But we can't see it because we don't want to work hard enough for it. So work hard, try hard, and maybe one day you'll be here applying for the same role. Thank you very much.
أيوة يا فيون.
Rohan Ali won the triathlon and one person. Rohan Ali won the triathlon. Sorry.
I know the name.
She is.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والله المباراة كانت صعبة جدا. الحمد لله بتوفيق ربنا يعني وصلنا و I got first place. So let's get to the cliche part where I have to thank everyone. First of all, I want to thank my parents, my mom for supporting me, for starting this journey with me, and for Dad for practicing with me since I was a child in the backyard to run, swim, and ride a bike. And now I have to thank my husband for raising my children while I was out there practicing. And I want to take this moment of winning first prize to tell everyone that even though you could be going through an injury and spend long hours out of your house and out of your comfort zone, that you should never give up and that you should keep trying, because life does go on and you can easily get win this chance.
The science professor, he's had a new discovery in his lab. Please give it up for Yahya.
Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues and students, today I'm here to talk to you about something that will change everyone's life. As a child, I remember watching my grandfather suffer from cancer. I remember my father took him from every hospital in the world, from every continent, but to no avail. 3 years, 2 operations, and hundreds of radiotherapy sessions later, my grandfather passed away peacefully in his bed. This is just a small snapshot of something that everybody here, I'm sure, has experienced at least once. Some maybe even firsthand. This is all going to change. Yes, we have found the cure for cancer. After several years in extensive genetic research, we've been able to isolate the gene that is responsible for this. And we have developed an inoculation that can correct the problem. This compound is easily and cheaply synthesized and is available and can be made in any lab or so any country can produce it. Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues and students, we have found the cure for cancer.
Muhammad Yusuf's toast at his granddaughter's baby.
Excuse me for this moment, the happiest moment of my life. I have a mix of happiness for Diana, my lovely granddaughter, and I have also some sadness that I'm not going to see her every day. I'd like to say something for the 3 great women of my life: my wife, my daughter, and now my granddaughter. My wife, you have always been there for me, helping me, filling my wounds when this world was trying to tear me down. And for my daughter, watching you every day growing up was like a privilege for me. And for my granddaughter Leila, I'm very happy for you. And I wish you happiness in your life, and you're starting a turning point in your life, and I know it's a challenge for you, but with love, you can overcome all this. Thank you very much.
He's giving the best man speech at his brother's wedding. Please give it up for Rafat Masla.
I have been looking forward to this day throughout my whole life. At last, my older brother is getting married, leaving an empty room in the house. I still remember us arguing on what to watch on TV. And I even remember you trying to convince me that I was adopted. But I also remember us staying up late playing games or even talking. It gives me great honor to be your best man. And I would like to take the opportunity to thank you for everything you taught me. And on your wedding day, I would like you to remember one thing. Any fool could have a trophy wife like yours, but it takes a real man to have a trophy marriage. Thank you.
The Oscar for the best female performance in a leading role goes to Zena Darwish.
هنا هرمس يعني الشنط مش الشنطة.
Thank God I didn't trip on my way here with Lukaku as a non-distant I remember once I practically have no words to say. Spending long hours swimming in the cold, although I would have loved to stay warm, it was all worth it. The only thing that kept me going was not the money, it was the motivation and my passion. That I had to believe in the story, and I loved it, and I was willing to do anything for it. And I would especially like to thank the scriptwriter for writing such a wonderful story, my family for always supporting me, my friends for staying with me all along the way, and I would like to thank my cat for always watching me and not complaining whenever I always acted. And I'd also like to thank all my fans for being there. Thank you.
And she finally made it to the Arab Idol finale. What do you want to tell your fans? بسمة مشاري.
فنانة.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is my last song for her title. I honestly never thought I'd be able to make it here. But since I'm here, I just want to thank you all so much. And I can honestly say this is one experience that I cannot and will not ever forget. Singing has always been the one thing that has been constant in my life. And after the accident that resulted in the loss of 4 of my best friends last year, I honestly never thought I'd be able to sing. Thank God. I made it, and here I am. I believe that singing has the power to change people's hearts. So if you think that my voice is a voice that can make people happy, please vote for me.
Nuruddin, how do you feel after winning the music contest?
Man, I feel so happy. It's the first time I win this title. Well, I've competed against respectable leaders. And I'm wishing them a fun time throwing up in the bathroom. And I gotta say, the burgers are really overcooked. Yet, so delicious. So, I don't have anything to say for this, but see all guys during dessert. Who's in for dessert? Am I going alone? Thank you, guys.
You're finally graduating, Nadagan. What do you want to say?
Dear parents, professors, and past present your team, I'm deeply honored to be standing here today, and I would like to congratulate you all for being free finally. You know, for the past 20 years or 21 years of your life, you've been good on an assembly line, just like a car. Everything's fun for you. You go to school, and you go to college, and finally you're in the real world. So congratulations, I'm really happy. And I would like to start by thanking our fellow professors. For them, I'm really grateful. You have changed the perception of my past and definitely shaped my future. And if someone here becomes a great engineer, businessman, or even a musician, it's because you put your footprints on his or her career. And for my fellow classmates, I will truly miss you. And the interesting thing is, it's the hardest times that I will miss the most. Fighting for registration, missing classes, fighting for deadlines, begging professors. That's really what I'm going to miss. And what hurts me the most is that I'm leaving here today, not just with a certificate, but with true friends that I won't be able to see every day anymore. Thank you.
And the winner of this year's Arab's Got Talent is Damia Mustafa.
Okay, I don't know where to start. I actually was preparing for my speech to leave. I would like to say hard luck for the other finalist, Basma. I actually thought she was very talented. She was even more talented for me, especially with her forefront story. My passion for belly dancing first started when I was 6. Since then, I actually decided to be the greatest belly dancer in Egypt. First it was what I do for a living, but now it's my lifetime goal to take belly dancing to a whole new level. I'd like to thank you all for voting for me and believing in me. I'd like to thank Arab's Got Talent for showing my talent as well. I'd like to, I'm very proud to represent my beloved country, Egypt, in such a respected program. I'd like to thank my mom and dad for supporting my talent and believing in it. And I'd like to dedicate this winning to my role model and source of inspiration, the belly dancer Fifi Abdou.
كلنا محمد فوت ليه؟
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سادة الحضور، الصحافة, dear guests and press, we regret the loss of the presidential race to the Muslim Brotherhood candidate, Mr. Khairat Shakir. It's a shame that those people, have been able to delude the Egyptian people into believing that they are the guardians of God's heaven on earth. What did they promise you? What did they promise you as gifts? Roofs over your heads? Pieces of bread for food? Sanitation? Water supply? Education? Transportation systems? Proper security? Proper defense? This is your right. This is your original right as a taxpayer. But unfortunately, you guys are far less educated to understand that it is your own right and it is not a gift. It is the work of the educated elite that will actualize this dream, this wish we all have, all educated political forces, to make the people aware of their rights. حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل. أراكم تضحكون ونحن في موقف لا يرثى له. انتقد هؤلاء على ثورة بنيت بدمائهم وبنيت بأرواح من أولادنا، بنيت ببكاء من أمهات وترميل للزوجات وتيتيم للأولاد. وها أنتم هنا في جامعة أمريكية على أرض مصرية داخل غرفة مكيفة تدرسون علوما يضعونها في أفكاركم كما يربطونها بأفكار تسود بها الماسونية الأمريكية والماسونية الإسرائيلية، وأنتم تعتقدون أنكم تدرسون علوما ليس بها أي نوع من التضليل أو التوجيه السياسي. Hard luck to you all. As far as I am proud to be the representative of my own party here giving this lost speech at your venue at the American University in Cairo, I deeply more regret that there are fine Egyptian youth in this hall who do not understand that they are being manipulated with. Thank you. وفقكم الله جميعا.
You Naguib won the presidential elections in Tunisia. This was your presidential speech.
أيوة يا نور.
My fellow citizens, I stand here today humble and proud and grateful for the trust you've shown me. We observe today not a victory of a party, but a celebration of freedom, signifying renewal as well as change. Today I say to you that the challenges we face are real and many. They will not be met easily and not in a short span of time. But know this, Kidzani, they will be met, provided that we are all united and in this together. Wallahu muwaffaq wal musta'an.
He was accused for possession of drugs. Try to defend yourself, Ahmed Amin.
Peace and love. Smoke up.
Honorable Court, first before I begin, I'd just like to say that the drugs that were in my possession, they're good. Before I continue, I'd also like to say that the same drugs that are in my possession were obtained illegally, considering that the officer did not possess a search warrant. And also, I'd like to dedicate this little poem to the court. Now, this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. I'd like to take a minute, sit right there, I'll tell you how I became imprisoned right here. In West Alexandria, born and raised, on the playground is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing all cool, and shooting some people outside of the school. When a couple of guys that were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I have one little joint that I got caught. I'll make it out of prison in the addiction, I thought. I whistled for a lawyer, and when he came near, he said there's not much I could do until the red and blue light says all in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this lawyer was rare, but I thought, nah, forget it. Prison sounds fair. I got sentenced to about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cop, yo, Holmes, arrest me later. I looked at my prison sentence, and I was finally there to sit on my throne in court right here. Thank you.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Muhammad Tamburi opened a new restaurant. Here's what he had to say.
I would like first, since I'm being here in your university, to respond to the many rumors reporters have sent about us, and I've been saying that we have been behind every conspiracy to close every other restaurant in this university. Actually, yes, we're opening branches here, but we did not cause cats to eat from food stalls of other restaurants, nor did we spoil the hygiene of other. We're far too bigger and of higher quality than that. But I would like to use this event to talk a little about myself and my other dreams. Since I was a kid, I always dreamt of this day, the day I would be standing here in my very own restaurant. This day has been only a result of years of hard work, motivation, patience, and every other character you've ever dreamed of. I had to work for other people with lousy tempers, with bad manners, and accept the unacceptable, to mock dirty floors, and to accept bad manners of other people. I also remember when I started managing my first restaurant, and all the advice I got from other managers, those who have helped me and showed me the way that this is possible. This day, when I see people standing rows that extend to the neighboring few blocks just to eat a meal from my own restaurant, I'm really proud of it. Surprisingly today, I just found a document containing a photo from my very first boss. This guy had the most evil character that you would ever dream of, and I thank him. For because of him, I'm standing here in front of you today, a successful person, that I have done my best not to go to that place again, and worked like hell to achieve all this that you see. I would like to remind the same people when this restaurant will become one of the biggest food chains that you will ever imagine, all over the world. I would like to thank you, and I would like you to enjoy this opening and act according to our motto, eat as much as you can. Thank you.
This is our last speech. Now a closing speech by Mahmoud.
Right. We've given an impeccable array of speeches here today, and this is usually the part where I start giving all the thank yous, and so I shall. Dr. Fikri Boutros, I will start just bear with me, that's not applause to each name on its own. Okay. Yusuf Abuwaid, please stand up. Omar Bangladesh, keep standing. Mehdi Saini, keep standing. Nadine Ismail, where are you? She's over here. Nadine, stand up please. Muhammad Yusuf, stand up please. Sara Kurdi, please stand up. Nuruddin, keep standing. Nihad, please stand up. Salma, please stand up. Sarah Oslo, you're there, keep standing. Tamburi, please stand up. Guys, please give them a round of applause. They should be These amazing committee members have been the cornerstone of this event. If it weren't for them, on such short notice, we would have been able to organize and execute what you've seen here today. We've had 3 actual on-us meetings, 1,584 Facebook messages, and a couple of phone calls, and this is all it took for us to be here today. It took each and every one of those people's times and efforts when it's actually a hard time for all of us. We have really other commitments with other courses, and for that I'd ask you please to give them another round of applause. exquisite performances by Dr. Fikri himself and our famous talented oldest, Mohammed al-Mamouli. I'm graduating this semester. This is my final week in this university, and I have only one reference to you guys. We've always been taught and raised by our parents and by our educators that we should not live our lives through the eyes of other people. The only way to happiness is to do what pleases us and not others. But in this course you've been taught to analyze our audiences, see what entertains them, and what gives them gratification. What is the most edge that will take all of your audience's attention. Now for the purposes of this course and for the purposes of any future incidents where you might have to give public speeches, please do use the tools that you've been learning for this entire semester. But in your actual lives, I learned that the hard way. Do not live your eyes through other people's eyes. Live it through your own. And this is your way to happiness. Alright guys, that's it.
ايوه دكتور فيكو.
I'm not getting my impromptu speech. Not tasting my own poison. No. We have, what should I say? I want to thank you all really. Everybody was here. It's because of you that we're here. It's because of, it was your idea at the beginning to have this event and to transform our impromptu speeches into a big event that would have both sections together. It's the first time we do this, and hopefully not the last. I want to thank the committee who worked hard on this, Khalila and all the group, Nuruddin, and we won't keep mentioning names. I mean, everyone did something very fruitful and constructive in this event. And the way I'm going to thank you is I'm going to help you run away from here by singing. So we prepared something with Tambouri, who's a great artist. He's going to play some oud, which I hope you'll enjoy, because he's an excellent performer. I love Tambouri. And then I think among the audience here we have some talented singers as well.
And the talented dancers.
I had the pleasure of witnessing earlier today in a previous ceremony, singing in a choir with a beautiful voice. So we'll ask Sarah Shabed to actually come up on stage and sing something for us. We'll start with Tambouri, so we'll warm up with some music and then we'll see how the singing goes.
Doctor, we have a talented dancer also.
Excellent. Yeah, I know this.
أيوة يا هدى. She promised she would dance at the end of the semester. Rami saying she promised. Yes, she promised, doctor. في حد يقول لها she promised. أيوة. Witnesses. أهو. Witnesses.